Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Hairyman, Hoaxes, and Hoodwinks. Like to welcome you all here. For sure. Hope to have a good show tonight. Talk a little bit about this and a little bit about that and see where we come out. So I'm going to go ahead and bring on my guests for the evening, and they're just like popping in like crazy. Whoa. But of course, we've got our Wonder Twin powers, Brent. Oops. I took him out. Hi. How are you?
Hey, how's it going? Fancy running into you here.
I know.
It's a weird coincidence.
All morning today.
Yeah.
All day today. So it's cool. Yes, this is like my third show of the week.
I know, you're a busy lady.
I'm like, what am I going to talk about today?
Yeah, it's all quality content, though. That's a good thing.
Oh my God! Well, I'm trying. Today I feel like I was pushing it, but
no, I always like those unscheduled live shows. That whichever channel does. Those are always fun. To kind of when you're available.
Yeah, that is true. And some of them are late night, and we get a little giddy and fun, and
that's what makes it fun.
Yeah.
So
in the back, we just had Sasquatch.
Woo!
Hello, Joe.
There he is.
Welcome to the show. What are you
doing? Waiting for my pot roast to be ready.
Oh man, I want pot roast. I was just telling my kids I want to go get one.
Yeah, Sunday pot roast, man. I put it in at like 1 o'clock. I thought, but no, so I had to crank it up onto high. Because it's not ready yet.
Oh, man.
And then I was watching some movies. I took a nap, of course. And I found a Bigfoot movie that I haven't seen, which is amazing. And it was called Man versus Bigfoot. And apparently, Russell Aykroyd had a hand in producing that particular dog of a movie.
Huh.
And one of the reasons why I watched it is because A, I was like, wow, one I haven't seen. And B, it said that it had an appearance in it by Bob Gimlin. So I was like, I got to take a look at this one. Yeah, it was.
Man, the myth, the
legend. Welcome to the
signal always does it.
Steamberg, welcome.
Why so serious?
That's good. That is good. How are you today, sir?
Well, I'm doing fine. I just came back. I just popped in and noticed you sent a link, and I thought, oh, good, Nikki's doing a show tonight. So I thought I'd come in and join the club.
See what was happening.
Yeah, I went out to a restaurant for the first time in 2 years.
Whoa.
Yeah, because they just dropped that passport business. And the last 2 years, I refused to carry the damn thing because I got a problem with this show us your papers mentality. So, yeah. It was really nice. Though the prices
I have all of our paperwork for everything. Me and my kids. All of our records. Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I've only misplaced that package like 10 times. In the car, out there in the desk, wherever. But yeah, I know it's kind of crazy.
So what, Lucy, are we talking about tonight, Nikki?
Well, I thought tonight we would talk about famous people who believe in Bigfoot. there are only a few people. I've got like maybe 10, people who are open about believing in Bigfoot.
Are you talking about like Hollywood celebrities?
Yeah, celebrities, and then some of them are kind of iffy on the celebrity end. They're popular and we know about them, but if you want to call them, they're not any, Jane Fondas or.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, is Jane Goodall on that list?
I did think about putting them on there because she has done that interview saying that she says why wouldn't there be a possibility?
Well, you see, I'm one of the minority in the public. I really don't give a rat's behind what a celebrity thinks about anything. Yeah.
I don't. I don't
care
on
what
that
Oprah thinks. Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
But besides that point, it's just kind of the people who do believe. Where do we put them on any type of scale of believing them or belief in anything? But you're right, Cindy, possibly Jimmy Stewart too, but I couldn't find anything in regards to other than him and the finger thing. So but on number 1 on that list, of course, is Rob Lowe, who had a show recently called The Lowe Files. And
that's a pretty good one too.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. He did the show with his sons and did all kinds of different types of shows where they went out trying to explore oddities and stuff like
Rob Lowe. He was the fellow who started that 24 remake of Salem's Lot, isn't he?
I don't recall that. He was in The Outsiders and
Stay Golden Pony Boy.
Yeah, that was one of his biggest there.
Actually, I have that shirt.
What was that other big one he did?
Well, he was in that sex tape.
I wasn't gonna bring that one up. I was not. What was the one I'm thinking of?
Yeah, what has Rob Lowe been in?
He did a lot of.
He was in Parks and Recreation.
That's the guy. That's he was in the 2014 remake of Salem's Lot. He played Benjamin Harris. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
St. Elmo's Fire was the other one I was thinking of.
Yeah, he was big in the 80s.
And he was also in West Wing. I loved West Wing.
Yeah.
The Grinder, About Last Night, Wild Bill, Youngblood. Those are some of his shows. But he did this episode in Missouri where they were filming for called The Wood Ape.
No whack.
And he claims that they had an experience with being surrounded by not just one Bigfoot but several, intimidating them through the night with rock throws and all kinds of stuff, howling.
Are we in a spaceship now? I'm getting like this crazy feedback. Are you guys getting that?
Oh, I'm sorry. I got my window open and a train's going by.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, explains the spaceship.
Hang on, I'll close the window.
It's all good, man. It's all good. You're good.
So he was one that was, and still likes to do that kinds of stuff. I don't think the Lowe Files are going anymore. I think they've gotten canceled since that.
Yeah, I think it was just a one season thing that he kind of did with his kids. Yeah. Which would be awesome. But yeah, he went to the went to the NOAC site where they've been investigating Bigfoot for the last 20 years or so.
Yeah. Salem's Lot. People are saying Elmo's. Are naming all of his movies now. Parks and Rec.
Yeah, he was actually quite good in Salem's Lot. I enjoyed that.
Oh, he's not in Vampire Diaries, Gary. That is a boy that's about 30 years younger than him who looks really similar to him as a younger boy, but different guy.
Yeah, Parks and Recreations, he was funny. That was a funny show.
He was hilarious. I fell in love with Rob Lowe on that show.
Who was the other character, the female on that? I can't remember.
Oh, gosh, what was her name?
She used to be on Saturday Night Live all the time.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, I don't follow celebrities. I mean,
yeah.
I don't follow them. I don't watch any of those ridiculous award shows where they're just patting themselves on the back yet again. You know.
Well, did you see the last Oscars? That was quite a humdinger.
I did, and no one would have known about it if they would shut up about that stupid slap. You know?
Slap heard around the world.
No, it wasn't until after the fact when they started talking about it, because the ratings in this Oscars was the lowest they ever had.
Mm-hmm.
So nobody even knew. They owe Will Smith a favor. He actually stopped them from drowning. Yeah.
Amy Poehler, that's who it was.
Amy Poehler, that's who it is. Yeah, funny lady.
Yeah.
Until that slap, no one gave a damn. Yeah.
Yeah, they probably still won't afterwards.
Yeah.
Hello, Brandy, Batmom, Donald Fuller.
Yeah, they keep
Sharon,
giving Oscars to movies that nobody cares about or watches.
Yeah, it's a dying institute that's exposing itself.
They were just using it for their own agenda.
Mm-hmm.
Rob Lowe peeing on the Transformer was hilarious. I don't know which one that is.
Sounds like a wild experience.
They had two, and I didn't know what they wanted.
What's that? Oh, they didn't have any plain?
No.
Oh, put them over there. Sorry, my kid came home from the store.
You got a bag of chips?
Yeah. Got a bag of chips. Okay, so the second one.
So does he believe in Sasquatch or not?
Yes, he does.
Yeah, well, yeah, for TV, because I don't know if you ever saw that episode that he did with Nowak, but it was an interesting episode because Nowak brought him in, North American Wood Ape Conservatory. Might be missing a letter there, I don't know. But it was funny because they were really deep into their investigation. Like it was middle of the night, like everybody's on high alert, like, man, Bigfoot's gonna pop out at any second now, and everybody's getting primed up, and then all of a sudden this convoy of Jeeps come through, because I guess it's just on a public access road, right off a public access road up in the mountains, and some Jeepers that were doing a late night drive was just ruined the whole shot, the whole atmosphere, kind of took away the whole vibe from there. It was funny though. It was a good episode. I mean, him and his kids looked like they had a good time, and he went on talk shows saying that he believes he had a wood ape experience when he was out there, and he's a big advocate for it, and that's a great thing, for us because we don't have a lot of them.
I noticed William Shatner's been hosting a number of things too, but he always seems to be, when I look at him, he always seems to be chuckling under his breath at the whole thing.
Yeah, that guy's a robot, man. He's like everywhere doing everything, man. He's like 96 or something, and he's still out there. Like, wow, great.
He's that old?
Yeah, he's up there. Yeah, and he's spry, and when he went and did that space mission last year and stuff, and he made headlines. I saw the headline, I'm like, oh no, because you expect when someone that age makes the headlines, it's never good. But I was pleasant to see that he was going into space for the first time.
I didn't even know that at all.
And he's Canadian too, so
Canadian born. Yeah, he didn't spend much time here.
Yeah.
Wow, that's kind of cool.
So was Scotty.
Yeah. Or Spock. Yeah.
Spock was Canadian. Leonard Nimoy was Canadian.
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't know that.
I'm pretty sure. I think so.
Well, I know the Doohan who played Scotty was Canadian. Matter of fact, he was wounded on Juno Beach at D-Day.
Oh wow,
Mm-hmm.
that's crazy. Oh hey Joe, I was going to tell you that movie that you watched. That was the director from the movie Something in the Woods, which actually I kind of like that movie.
Oh, you mean Man versus Bigfoot?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was when I was watching it, I'm like, that guy looks so familiar. That guy looks so familiar, and I was like, then I realized I was like, oh wait a minute, he was the dude that played the guy, one of the main characters in that movie, Something in the Woods. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to watch that one, Man versus Bigfoot, but I can't get past that thumbnail. It's like such a bad movie thumbnail that's like, man, I just have zero desire to watch it because that's the effort they put into the thumbnail.
Well, let me ask all of you.
Crazy.
What movie, schlock horror film in the last 30 years where the Sasquatch is the main problem has been good? They're all pretty damn bad.
Yeah.
But well, like I just posted, Thomas.
Yeah.
There are bad Bigfoot movies, and then there are really bad Bigfoot movies.
You guys remember a made-for-TV movie from the 70s called Snow Beast?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that opening scene where Bigfoot attacks the skiers. God, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Case in point, I didn't know this next movie, because if I'm watching Tubi, if I fall asleep or whatever, it'll finish whatever movie I was watching. It'll keep going, and it'll play another movie within the same genre, right? Mm-hmm. So this one, case in point, is called The Badge, the Bible, and Bigfoot.
What?
And it's heard of that one.
It's even worse than
I've heard of that one.
Bigfoot.
Yeah. I wish that someone would get more creative with a Bigfoot antagonist. Maybe make them not so much the antagonist, but more of the protagonist in a way that is perceived as the antagonist, only because I just wish people would get more creative. Willow Creek, though, I'll say is a very good movie. I really like that whole concept of the whole how they did that and stuff. That was really clever.
Yeah, you didn't know if it was a Sasquatch or a serial killer. Yeah. That guy, they were yelling at them on the road. What I liked about that movie is they actually filmed that pretty close to the actual Parish and Gimlin film site. I recognized the little Jeep drop off there where you have to hike down to the film site to Bluff Creek. Yeah.
I think that
in that area. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they went to the exact area or very close to it, just because. That was a good one. And if you guys ever watched the movie Hunting Grounds, it just came out. It's purchase only currently for streaming. One of the best Bigfoot movies you'll see. It's like probably top 5, top 3 maybe for me, only because it really. The director really does a good job on showing what a Bigfoot obsession can do to somebody and the life that they can create for themselves, how they can, it's a really good, really, really good movie. It has nothing, Bigfoot not in it or anything like that, but it's the people who look for Bigfoot.
I don't know. There was a recent film in the last 5 or 6 years. I think it was called Smallville or something like that. Where the whole premise was the guy just ran because it was cold one night and he put on a Halloween costume, a gorilla suit, and went running down the street. About half a dozen people saw him, and next thing you know, the whole town's going crazy, saying Sasquatches all around, and people are coming from all over the place to hunt this guy now.
Yeah, that was.
He wasn't even trying to fake Bigfoot. He was just trying to keep warm.
Yeah. I think it was like a ghillie suit or something. Because that was
a costume. Costume shopping.
Yeah, it was like Pottersville, I think it was. Where
Pottersville, that's it.
Yeah. Whereas he caught his wife being a furry, which is where you get a really good introduction into the furry lifestyle. Furry and Bigfoot, I could see that overlapping soon in the coming years.
Well, Brent,
that was funny, and it was meant to be funny, and it was.
It was. That was a good movie, actually.
Yeah, it was not bad. Pottersville, yeah.
Yeah, Brent, if you're more into the Bigfoot romance movies, you can always watch Letters from the Big Man.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah, that's great if you're a angst teen girl, I guess.
I didn't really like that one very much.
Yeah, no, it was all right.
Well, usually, yeah, but I didn't see it, but I heard it was different. I mean, usually the girls they always arrive in a Jeep or something, saying, well, here's victim 1 for 4 coming in.
Yeah.
Get slaughtered. Oh, it's dark out. Half my party's been killed, but ooh, that hot pool looks good. I think I'll go skinny dipping. Ooh, and this is everyone's there.
Yeah, this was more of a Bigfoot was just more of an observer, kind of like a metaphoric, somehow into the movie. It was but it was also about a teen girl who was trying to find herself, and Bigfoot was there watching, hanging out and stuff.
Letters from the Big Man. Yeah, she was an environmentalist. She was going out there to take water samples of the stuff like that, and here's this Bigfoot that.
I really wish some producer or director would make a real serious attempt in, making a film about one of the classic incidents, like the Ape Canyon incident, for instance, and really study the case and try to do it accurately, instead of adding a lot of fiction to it and stuff, and really do it accurately. I think that would be interesting, but then again, I'm probably the only one person in 20 that would want to go look at it. So, yeah.
Well, the short movie is where something like that can really excel at, where it's movies like 15 to 20 minute long. Because I love watching those short movies. I'm subscribed to a bunch of different channels that, people do really good work with, with a story that they don't have to create it and sensationalize it in order to fill the time. They can just tell the story within that little 15, 20 minute period there. And those short story movies are really good.
Did I, Sandra? Oh, she says I made it over 400 subscribers finally.
Oh, nice.
Congratulations,
well deserved.
Give us another celebrity, Nikki.
Dan Aykroyd.
Oh,
Dan Aykroyd. He believes in Bigfoot wholeheartedly, but he also believes in aliens, ghosts, and he has claimed to have seen a UFO.
Well, a lot of people have.
Yep. So, and he'll just say it in the interviews too. He's quite open about it, and I think that's kind of cool, though.
Well, he says he believes in uniforms and ghosts. He's not saying Bigfoot is a ghost from a UFO.
No.
Yeah, right.
I think he believes in everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems to be pretty open to it, and I think his vodka is even that he has made is after like an alien head too, like the bottle, isn't it? I think so.
I had no idea that he had his own vodka line.
That's like called the Occult or something.
And another
the
Canadian.
whole vodka aisle is all celebrity owned, different guys. Oh, look, there's some good information right there. Aykroyd's UFO claim is corroborated by others. They were all on an airplane at O'Hare. God, I hate O'Hare. That's the worst airport ever.
That's Chicago?
Yeah. We never have a good experience there.
Well, I couldn't believe it. I landed there once because I was going to meet Bill Miller to help him drive a mobile home across the country back to the West Coast, and landed in O'Hare. I said, okay, 35 minutes till I catch the other plane for the short flight to his town. But that plane seemed to drive forever. I said, what the heck are we doing, taking a driving tour of Chicago? Even at one point, the runway went over the freeway like on a bridge. I thought, what the hell? I ended up racing out of that plane and running through the airport to make the connecting flight.
Yeah, you do. And I even had to one time catch one of those guys on the little buggies, Help! Poor guy. I didn't, and I always tip them, but I was running so late to catch my connecting flight that I didn't tip him, and I felt so bad. But I was just trying to get to the gate.
Yeah.
And then one night I got stuck there overnight. The USOs weren't open because of COVID. So I just parked myself on one of the chairs, and every now and then this little mouse would come out and peek his head out from around the corner. So all night long, I have this video of this little mouse running back and forth on my feet there. That was crazy.
So, can I guess as to who might be on that list, Nikki?
Yeah.
Robbie Knievel.
Oh, I didn't have him.
Yeah, Robbie Knievel,
Really?
man. Yeah, he's done several videos, documentaries, whatever you want to call them, of his search for Sasquatch. Yeah, he's he's totally into Sasquatch.
He didn't come up on the Google search or anything.
He actually has he just came out with a documentary, probably last year or so, Joe.
I think it was last year, yeah.
Yeah, it's free on one of the streaming services, but it's really good, actually. He really, truly believes.
Yeah.
And he's quite the guy, quite the interesting fella there.
I need to add him somewhere.
But hey, is that Lance Hendrick dude on there?
Lance Hendrickson?
Yeah, Hendrickson. Yeah, because he played in a few Bigfoot movies.
A few?
Lots narrated a few documentaries, too.
Yeah.
I did not realize how many Bigfoot movies Lance Henriksen had actually been in. He's been in quite a few of them, actually.
Yeah, I was like, dang, this guy must be a believer or something.
We've got Dean Cain. Now, remember, he did the $10 million Bigfoot bounty.
Superman.
Yeah, Superman. He's maintained that he's a believer.
Huh.
And I don't think he's done anything in regards to it since the bounty. But Spike TV only did the one season, so.
I never even saw that particular show. Never even knew about it until I met Richter.
It was entertaining. It was a production, so you just have to take it for what it's worth.
Yeah.
But, never heard of it. Don't know.
But the $10 million bounty, Bigfoot bounty.
Oh, I have heard about that.
Yeah, I've never seen that. I just heard.
It was more interesting because they had interesting characters,
Yeah.
doing their thing. I mean, you always know you're going to get a show when you watch Richter, and you're always going to get craziness when you see what's his name, Stacy Jr.
Stacy Brown. Yeah, he was on.
You're always going to get something because
wasn't he the one that won it, I think?
Yeah, Stacy won it. He didn't win the 10 million, but I think they ended up giving him was it 100,000 or 150,000 or something? So I can't remember.
Well, are you guys excited that episode 4 of Expedition Bigfoot is released today? I am super duper excited.
I have not seen 1, 2, or 3, so I can't be excited.
Oh boy! Well, first off, they didn't find Bigfoot yet, but they're close. They sprayed a bunch of chimp
is my understanding
everywhere.
A pay-per-view thing?
Yeah, it's on Discovery Plus.
Yeah.
So I won't watch.
I caught the first couple of episodes of season 1, and that was about it.
I need to go and just do them all because I think I only watched the first season too. But I have Discovery.
Anton Ranch. They got busted real quick. Yeah, there's a guy who actually didn't bust him, but actually vetted out that shadow experience that they had in the episode that you guys probably didn't watch and don't even know what I'm talking about. But anyway, so one of the people watching the show actually vetted out one of their key pieces of evidence of a shadow walker that, they're like, ooh, guys, it's a shadow walker. And it's and this guy proved it and showed it on the Expedition Bigfoot fan page. No.
Are you saying they passed something? Are you saying they passed something off as authentic, knowing full well that it wasn't?
Yeah, Yeah, pretty much.
Well, okay, but that ruins the whole credibility of everything you show, in my opinion.
They left it to speculation, but they sure primed you up with what they thought it was, without saying exactly what it was. Like, history has these shadow walkers, blah, blah, blah. Like, oh. Yeah, because you know what those shows, they have like one person on camera and 2 or 3 people off camera.
So that's one of the examples of what I meant when I posted something that said, that this is the long and short of it, really. There are Sasquatch out there that do exist, but those of us, we fail consistently to actually show that to people who haven't had an encounter. And there's many reasons for why we fail to show that. And what you just mentioned, those are some of the reasons why we're failing all the time, because we get this stuff that's, not true. It's made up. Yeah. So, we and I think that trend's going to continue myself. I mean, I hate to be a pessimist, but I think that's going to continue for a long time.
I wish they go back to the old style of documentary making like they did back in the 70s, where they just, when they were doing particular incidents, they just either told you what happened or reenacted what happened. They basically let the audience draw their own conclusions. They quite often had the actual people there telling their story, instead of this Blair Witch Project garbage that we get all the time now. I just wish they go back to that old way. I mean, they did an excellent documentary in 1975, which by David L. Wapner, called Monsters, Mysteries, Monsters, Mysteries, and Myths, and hosted by Rod Serling, narrated by Rod Serling. And they did a movie, again, David L. Wapner, called Mysterious Monsters, where they basically, you could tell they're recreating and talking about the same instance, but instead of the actual professor, they got an actor in a white coat pretending to be the professor, but he's saying the exact same thing. So even though they couldn't get the real guy to come back and do it again, they stuck to the facts and they redid the same thing. You know the 2 shows I'm talking about? Way back in the 70s. You can still see them on YouTube. That was a good way to do a documentary on this subject back then. Not the way they do it now. Yeah. Ever since the Blair Witch Project, that genre of putting a camera in your face and running through the trees looking scared, it's just taken right over. And but you got to understand, they're giving the general public what the general public wants to see. They don't want to be bored.
Right.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, and so it's not totally their fault. I mean, one thing, as much as I disliked the show Finding Bigfoot, I did respect them for the fact that after the 4th season, they told the people behind the camera, we're not going to participate in any hoaxing in any way. And this guy who threw the axe to try and make it look like something was happening needs to go. This guy who faked this noise to try and get us to react needs to go. And that kind of thing. They did it. So I at least respect them for that. Though I disliked the show entirely. I always did. But I understood. I mean, they came up here to BC to do an episode, and I was involved in the background, and all the people in that get together there were people from my files that I asked to go. And they told me right there, they said, we're a TV show. Our top priority is to justify another season.
Exactly. There's a lot of people.
The worst thing that can ever happen to us in the long run is we find Bigfoot.
That's true. No more seasons.
Yeah, no more seasons.
Actually, we don't actually want to find
Bigfoot. Yeah.
Well, that kind of sums up the subject in a lot of ways right there. Is I don't think people really want to find Bigfoot. I think that they like being out there, being seen looking for Bigfoot, but don't really ever want to find one.
Just the same as a lot of people who call themselves researchers. They're more like, trying to be Mulder and Scully.
LARPing.
Yeah.
LARPing.
Yeah.
It's LARPing. Just to clarify some stuff that's going on in the chat. It's my understanding that nobody got paid on the $10 million bounty. It was just the winner was either the $10 million for discovering Bigfoot, through DNA or whatever,
Which
or they got the $100,000 as the declared winner. So that only was
Well, then how
Stacy
do
Brown
they get
Jr.
away
who got
with
the
it
$100,000.
since there's no Sasquatch DNA to compare it to?
Right.
You
Todd
know,
Dissatel was the one that was running the lab for that.
yeah, so they give them a little bit of a consolation prize, but they never had an intention of.
Yeah, they didn't. They never had that intention. So
I'm just wondering what they would have done. The guy dragged the body and said, "Okay, I shot it. Give him my $10 million."
what are they gonna come up with? Well, somebody had to sign off on that $10 million. Let me tell you, I don't know who it was, but somebody.
Well, it's insured. The movie company gets it insured just in case of the But the company also owns the rights to all that footage, so they could probably, still lose 10 million, but still make hundreds of millions off of it. Just maybe. So, anyways,
what? Hold on.
Who's next?
Wait. What? So Watch Talk asked Richter. He told me that he got that and blew it on the car and recording music. What? No, Richter did not. He may have gotten something for being there, but it wasn't 100,000. I'll ask him. Right now. Where's my phone?
No, I think I think that's what Stacy blew it
said
on.
about Stacy.
Oh, Stacy. Yes, he did. That is true.
Yeah.
He got a bunch of FLIRs and the vehicle. It went fast. Whatever it was, it was gone. And
it was his money. He could do what he wanted with it.
He could. There was nothing stating what he had to spend the money on. So I misunderstood that one. Who keeps blowing up my phone over here? Jeez.
I think everybody out there involved in this has to be real careful when you're ever approached by a television crew. Because remember, producers quite often they're of low moral character. I mean, if you sign papers without reading them, you could end up on something looking for Sasquatch naked and afraid. You got to be careful.
Love that show.
I'll talk to Richter later.
Like I said, I don't ever want to be on a Bigfoot reality show or anything like that.
No, I don't.
I would love to be.
I will do nothing where they try to belittle the subject or make fun of it.
I would love to be in a Bigfoot movie, though, man. I want to be the wise old curmudgeonly old Bigfoot researcher that's all telling the kids to
Bigfoot went that way, but give them warning.
Has to go save them when they ignore you.
There you go. I'm in that new documentary that's coming out. I think next month or so, or sometime this year. Flashes of Beauty. Of course, a lot of people are too. Yeah.
Flashes of Beauty.
Yeah,
I didn't. Who named that?
What is that?
I gotta write that one down.
I don't know. It's.
I mean, what's it about?
Bigfoot.
Is it?
Yeah.
Couldn't tell by the title.
Yeah. No, it's about. I don't even really know what it's about, honestly. I didn't really ask too much.
You're a
celebrity. I guess they interviewed a bunch of different people. They went to like Beachfoot and stuff, and they are doing a Bigfoot documentary, and it's like 2 years in the making, and it's a really good, it's a really good husband and wife team. They're amazing people, nice people, and stuff, and they do work for like Amazon and for commercials and stuff. But yeah, it's coming out I think it's getting shown for the first time in Forks, Washington here next month during a Bigfoot conference. And I don't know how much of a part I'm going to be in. They actually drove out to my buddy's house where to come interview me and him and did some other stuff with just filming around. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's good or not. I'm sure it is.
Nikki, add Brent's name to your list of celebrities there now.
No, mine's probably cut.
Hey, Brent,
would be surprised.
Is Cosmo going to be there?
No, it would be nice. This was actually down in Oregon. This all took place down in Oregon.
For you guys who don't know, when we did Brent on the Book West crew, we've started a new mystery. Who's Cosmo? Where's Cosmo?
Yeah. Actually, I was talking to Cosmo about that. Yeah, and it's that could be fun. Do some segments of who's Cosmo, where is he at?
We got Waldo. Now we got to find Cosmo.
Yeah, almost as elusive as Bigfoot.
Yeah.
His last name isn't Kramer, is it?
No. Or is it?
One.
Well, you really got to be careful. I mean, I was on back around 2001 and stuff. They tried to do a show that was a remake of Leonard Nimoy's In Search Of. They did their Bigfoot episode, but they did a horrible job of editing, and they made it sound like you were saying one thing and you said something completely different. And they have me on there. What I actually said was, according to First Nations folklore and oral history, you get the impression the Sasquatch is something to avoid and dread. And they cut all that out. All you got me in there saying is the Sasquatch is something to avoid and dread. And they're making it sound like I was saying there was some kind of monster out there.
They were cherry picking.
That's not what I said at all.
All of them.
Yeah, that's not what I said at all. And the BBC especially is notorious for that.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering if they're going to do that, because mine was centered around this property that it's just a long story how I came across it. But my buddies bought this property that a lot of these other people knew, and it's like a Skinwalker Ranch type thing. And like all the neighbors are talking about the experience that's gone on there. I mean, I've seen a video of what looks like a UFO that has all these other little UFOs coming out of it, and it's a crazy place. It was a crazy experience, and how I got involved was pretty crazy. But I don't know where I'm going with that. Oh yeah,
need to get an autograph now or later.
Yeah. Yeah.
But,
hey, I'm gonna go through this little packet of stickers, Brent, that mysteriously showed up the other day at my house. I have no idea who sent these stickers. I didn't order them. I didn't go through them and find one that's appropriate to Washington State, and then I'm going to send it to you, and you can autograph it and send it back.
Autograph it.
Oh man.
No, but it's actually a pretty interesting. Anyway, so
I'll watch it. If you're in it, I'll watch it.
Well, I'm not sure if I'm.
If you're not in it,
or if they're going to edit it in such a way where it's like, oh wow, that dude's crazy. I didn't know that's
what I forgot to do. There. I forgot to edit the woohoo to put it in.
No, I sent you. I sent you that whole video. Did you watch the video? It's the whole thing. Yeah, it's like 6 seconds long. It does the twin power thing, and then it.
No, that's not what I thought it was. Then. Yeah,
that's what it was. I was bored, and I'm like, I tried to do the things I say I'm going to do. That was one of the many things.
I didn't think you did, so I didn't look all the way. Okay.
Yeah.
I think so too, Jay. Joe got my stickers I ordered. I ordered some new ones, and I did on live. I reordered them. So now let's see if he
I'm
gets
an evil
a
mastermind like that. I can reroute Amazon orders.
Yeah.
How did that? What?
That's weird. I don't know. I ordered a pack of 50 plus stickers, okay? And then he gets them at his house. The exact ones I ordered. And mine never came. So I had to reorder them. Anyway.
Sounds like a government intervention.
Rob Lowe was previously engaged. Sorry. So was Megan Fox. I tried to get Megan on for you guys, but no can do. So she is another huge fan, I guess, of Bigfoot. To
Megan
the point,
Fox?
Megan Fox?
Yeah. Huh. And in fact, she's made statements saying that she is just waiting for anybody to invite her onto an expedition because she says she knows she will find it and she will personally hunt and destroy Bigfoot.
Oh no, I'm coming with me then.
Yeah,
Nikki, I know I'm gonna sound foolish, but you're talking to a man who hasn't had cable television since 1999. Okay. I have not watched any television series or programs or much of anything since 1999. Who is Megan Fox?
Okay, Megan Fox was
Only the
in the
hottest
Transformer
person on the
movies. She
planet.
was in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
No,
She
never
did a
seen any
bunch
of
of
them.
really low budget
Transformers, yeah.
Till Death. This is 40. Midnight Switchgrass.
No.
Rogue, where she was like a Navy SEAL or something. The Dictator. What else? Drama Queen. The Tip, where she was wearing nothing practically.
What was the name of that again?
I knew you'd say that. I'm not going to repeat it. Above the Shadows, Zeroville, Friends with Kids, Transformers again.
Yeah, that's what I know.
I don't know any of these movies.
Transformers.
So mostly Transformers.
If it's never been brought up on Netflix, I haven't seen it. So
I was gonna say I'd take her out in the woods anytime she wants to, but if she's gonna go out to destroy Bigfoot, then no.
She wants to be the one to destroy them, and she doesn't care if she kills the last one.
Why destroy? Well, I don't like her anymore.
I don't care if anyone kills the last one either, because if there's only one, they're doomed anyway.
That's a good point.
Good point.
Yeah.
If they're so low in numbers that killing one could terminate the species, they're doomed anyway.
Why destroy? I don't know, Jolly Jake. That's just a quote from her that she will hunt them.
She's pretty cray-cray.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably has partly to do with it, I think. Then, yeah.
Oh yeah, she's engaged to Machine Gun Kelly. They are weird. I'm sorry. They are both weird. Okay, next. So the next one I had was President Theodore Roosevelt, and I believe Jay said that earlier on here. And
well, he had no idea what a Sasquatch was. All he knew was he talked to a wizard old trapper named Bauman.
Yep.
Who told him a story. And he thought of it as a frontier ghost story more than anything else. And he included it in his book, The Wilderness Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It was only after the fact that people like John Green and Rennie put two and two together and said, hey, this guy's talking about a Sasquatch encounter. And you got to remember that Bauman, when Roosevelt interviewed him, he described him as a grizzled old man. And this grizzled old man was telling about something he experienced when he was a young man, even before the Civil War. I think it was the 1850s. Well, he and his partner were trapping in an area in Montana, not too far from Idaho. It sounds to me like it was a Sasquatch incident, based on the description and everything. But at the time, Roosevelt had no idea what the guy was talking about. Yeah, he just thought it was a creepy story, and that's why he put it in his book.
It's still kind of cool, don't you? Did he not ever mention again that he thought it could possibly exist?
Well, far as I know, Roosevelt died even before the term Sasquatch is even coined. When did Roosevelt die? Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Who's the researcher that says Bigfoot is like cancer? That was Shelley Covington, Montana, I believe. That said that at a
it was at the beginning of Richter's shows all the time, his intro. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Bob Gimlin's pops, he has seen Bigfoot is not like cancer.
Mm-hmm.
No, the Sasquatch community is like cancer.
Yeah, I think she kind of mixed herself up, and she kind of got, he took advantage of that. So,
yeah. Well, I think you know what? I think by that statement, I think what she really meant was that Bigfoot. I think she meant it takes over your life, and like if you get cancer, that takes over your life.
Yeah,
I think that's how she meant
what
it.
she should have said.
Right. I mean, because everybody took it out of context.
Yeah,
I can understand that.
Sure. Yeah, for sure. So the next one I had listed was Bobcat Goldthwait.
Yeah. Well, he did Willow Creek, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
He sure did.
World's Greatest Dad, too. Great movie. Watch it.
Yeah.
World's Greatest Dad.
Yeah. Robin Williams.
He was in Willow Creek?
No, Bob
He
produced it.
produced it.
Oh, okay.
No, he directed it.
Directed it
Directed it. Sorry, yeah.
and wrote it. Did he write it?
Nope. Yeah, Willow Creek. Yeah, that was a great movie. That's again, that's one of my favorite Bigfoot movies because you can tell when somebody knows the subject because you could see it reflected in the movie, and he's one of those people. And it's one of your it's a found footage type of one, Thomas, kind of like Blair Witch, but
Oh yeah.
I
like the way he left it up to you. Was this a Sasquatch or was this a guy they ran into killing people? Because the guy they ran into on the road that was swearing at him and stuff, he was wearing the necklace on the missing woman poster that she had on, and and you saw her in her underwear in the bush looking like she had lost her mind and stuff like that later on. And the fact that they filmed that right in that area of Bluff Creek where the film site is, I recognize some of the spots they were at, and yeah, it was kind of cool the way they did it. Yep.
Yeah, it was what was I going to say about it? I forgot what I was going to say.
So yeah, Bobcat did go on Joe Rogan's show, and Joe in the beginning was a Bigfoot believer, and then took a turn.
Well, yeah, look who he went out with. He went out with Matt Johnson, and
yeah.
That kind of seals the deal right there.
Yeah.
But I think secretly I know he wants Bigfoot to be real, and so I think deep down inside he still kind of believes or is hopeful. He's there, just you'd see evidence.
Another steak. Sam is having a steak dinner and watching me.
Nice.
I had noodles and I didn't like them. I ended up dumping them.
I went out to a restaurant tonight for the first time in 2 years and had a chef's salad and enjoyed it immensely.
Oh,
I like
first time I've been to a restaurant since COVID started, and it was really, really missed it because I've been living on my own cooking for the last 2 years, and I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
You scraping the bottom of the peanut butter jar there?
I've more than one actually.
No, Thomas saves his peanut butter for the Bigfoots. They know they love it.
Smallfoot. Okay. So, that leaves the next one is Les Stroud. So he was one of those ones that he has become quite popular, and
I like him, but I think he was taken in by Todd Standing, who I don't believe a word he says, and in my opinion, is the latest example of Ivan Marks syndrome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think Les Stroud was taken in by him. Yeah.
Well, I think Todd needed Les Stroud to use his namesake so he can better promote himself. I think that's why he was so adamant about getting Les Stroud out there. That's why in my opinion, why he got likely paid to have Jeff and John Bindernagel go up to his site so he can be like, oh, look, I got, PhDs coming to check me out and look how important I am. It really helps sell the credibility because he's all about making documentaries for Netflix. He's trying to secure money from Netflix right now to make another documentary.
Well, he has to because he really got nailed when he tried to sue the BC government and lost, and then found out, someone's got to pay these legal fees.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't get to lose and walk away. These lawyers need to be paid.
Yeah.
Right.
Including the ones that beat you. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Well, I think that was a marketing, guerrilla marketing, where he can make international headlines, not have to really pay a dime. Yeah. At least that's what he thought at the time. But yeah you have to pay those court fees or the lawyer fees. But Les Stroud was an interesting one.
Do you consider that Les has gone woo?
Well, yeah.
How so?
Well, he was getting really wooish towards some of his statements towards the end about having a Bigfoot sit on his chest. He talked about seeing orbs or UFO, one of the two.
Okay, well that's pretty woo. Yeah.
Yeah. But although
and Mind Speak and one Mind Speak spoke to him. He thought because he said, we're over the mountain ridge here. If you want to come see us, come take a look. And he's like, nope, not ready. So
I
he's
missed that one.
Yeah, so he's claiming mind speak.
On his chest, he admitted it was probably a dream that he was having. Because he does like director's cuts of some of his Bigfoot stuff, and I've watched a few of those where he'll comment on the particular Bigfoot episode. But yeah, I don't know as he's so much gone over to the woo as people are surmising, except for that he wants to appear that he has a completely open mind about it, which includes taking in all that too as a possibility.
I don't know.
Well, I think he was being influenced by woo people and the Bigfooting subject at that particular time. He was making woo claims, and because if you notice, he's not doing anything else with the Bigfoot subject. He's kind of done.
Well, let's face it, in the Sasquatch community, the woo are the majority.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, they are the majority.
Yeah. But with Les, I was actually kind of disappointed that he wasn't as aware of some of the stuff that goes on in the forest that you think he would be, like with those inverted trees that are shoved into the ground, Like he was so mystified by that, or he was mystified by the big structures, the teepee type of structures. He's like, oh man, no one man can make this, and look how old it is. And
but a logging crew can.
Well, even Native Americans, the logging crew will do the inverted trees to mark territories, boundaries, and roads and stuff. But Native Americans will do those teepees, and they'll be out there for years. Leon actually did a really good video called Gullible White Guy where he talks a lot about this, and that's what they were coming across. And Les was like, wow, this is amazing. Trying to put it together with Bigfoot narrative. And, it was really kind of disappointing of someone his expected caliber that he was able to, get primed up like he did in those videos.
Yeah, for sure. I like Les.
Oh yeah, me too.
I like him, and I like his early stuff. And I don't feel like he was 100% with Todd Standing. I think he was there, and I think he just tried to remain neutral while he was doing all the.
Well, yeah, when you watch Todd Standing's stuff, he's always trying to edit the programs to make it sound like you're backing him up when you're really criticizing him. Like him and Meldrum, you can see Meldrum's just not biting, but he keeps, So what you're saying is it could be this, as in the fact is what I found could definitely be Sasquatch in origin. Meldrum goes, yeah, if the DNA was different, but it's not. And then he said, well, Jeff Meldrum, PhD, just supported me.
Yeah.
That's Todd Standing,
Yeah, that's why it's hard to trust him. There's no real definitive evidence to prove that he's a hoaxer or being dishonest, but he does a lot of things that sure seem like he's being dishonest. Don't explode, dude, don't do it. Don't do
it. Molly,
get away. Sweetie, get away.
Molly,
don't do it. Everybody get away. He's doing it.
She's afraid that the house is going to explode.
Sally, get away from the door.
Everybody run. Let's go.
Is that even all in the room?
Oh my gosh.
It's not that hard.
Joe, man, don't do it. Joe, don't.
Just whack it. I just whacked the sucker.
Just throw it.
Well, you can.
The wall.
I usually just press it.
Ah!
And that's all it does is just poof. That's it.
You got it? Is it all?
Man, that could have been bad. That could have been bad.
It just goes.
Poof. Bomb defused, folks. Bomb defused.
Good job, man. You survived.
Oh man.
Yeah. And to this day, though, Les Stroud is still very diplomatic when it comes to Todd Standing. He still won't really say what he actually thinks about the whole Todd Standing thing. But
well, he doesn't want to have the Todd Standing followers to come after him, or
probably not.
Really get embroiled or start getting text messages from Todd. Why are you saying this about me? I'm guessing. Sure, that's what Todd sounds like. I actually met Todd once, back in 2015 when he came through Seattle with his rough cut, his documentary. His kid almost threw up on me, actually, me and my girlfriend at the time.
Oh God.
Yeah, but I talked to him afterwards. That dude is a hard guy to talk to. Like, he's not open to any other suggestions. He just wants, what can you do for him? And let him tell you what Bigfoot's all about. That's it.
I never heard that.
He wants to
Todd
be the
broke
Graham
any of his
Bahooba
stuff.
without doing any of the work. Yeah.
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 Todd broke one of his cameras.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Oops. Okay. Okay, so that was Les Stroud. And this one, I don't know where this one came out of, but it was on the net. And Anna Marie Goddard. She is a Dutch model.
Because she was involved in the Redwoods video in 1995, I believe it was. Or was it 93? 95.
That's the girl?
That's her. Marie Goodall.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, she claims she saw Bigfoot. So.
Yeah, her and that entire crew that was in that Winnebago claimed to have seen.
Oh,
Sasquatch.
I didn't know that was her name.
Yeah, what was up with that, Thomas? Was that a real thing or was that a production thing?
I think it could be authentic. That's my personal opinion. In my opinion, it could be authentic because what they were doing, and you got to remember, this is before the Blair Witch Project, that genre became popular. They were filming a television show that never aired. It got canceled before it got started, where they would go to different inns and motels along the West Coast, and they stay there and they tell about it, and rate it and stuff like that for people, like a review of West Coast inns, some kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
And that's what they're doing. And they were on their way to another place, and they went down the wrong road and ended up in Jebediah State Park. And they realized they were on the wrong road, and they were trying to turn this big Winnebago around. And of course, they're young people with a lot of time on their hands, too much beer, and they're filming themselves having fun, trying to get this Winnebago turned around, acting like young people do when they got a lot of time and a lot of beer. Thinking that nobody but us is ever going to see this footage, so they're basically making fools of themselves, cursing and swearing, blah, 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 blah. And they're trying to turn this big Winnebago around, and all of a sudden you hear the driver say, look, 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 a bear, a bear, a bear. And, of course, it's one of those big old-fashioned mid-1990s video cameras you have to put on your shoulder. And the guy says, turn your brights on. And as he turns the brights on, you see this figure cross in front of the vehicle. Okay, and disappear behind a giant redwood tree with a big knot in it. And you only see it for a few seconds. And the biggest problem with the footage is the cameraman took the camera off it, because when you first see it, you see this thing in the way of the lower part of the image, and that's the back of the front passenger seat. And he actually took the camera off it to get into the passenger seat. And when he brought the camera back up on it again, it stepped in behind the tree, and you lost sight of it. And they all ran out. They're all going out, and someone said, "It's a Sasquatch!" And everyone's going crazy. They're outside. And I actually went to that place in 2003 and had a look at it, and I was impressed. I mean, that redwood tree with the knot on it, the knot that comes up to almost my shoulder level, right? And it's on the figure, it almost seems to be up at the hip level. And right in behind that redwood tree, there's like a 9-foot drop into ferns, endless ferns and bushes that you walk through for about 100 feet till you get to the riverbank. And there's absolutely nothing there but wilderness. I mean, who's going to be out there? Unless these people faked it themselves as a publicity stunt, which is what everyone suspected at the time, right? Because, hey, this is a television show crew that was filming a show that this happened to, right? Nothing to do with cryptozoology or Bigfoot in any way, but a lot of people suspected it was a publicity stunt. And of course, Miss Anne Marie Goodart, Miss Playboy Centerfold, 1984 or whatever she was. Took me a long time to find that particular issue because I always like to have a photograph of the witness for the file. But I got it.
Of course,
go through those files.
Yeah, she was the host of the program. Right? She was going to be the host of this program. The show never aired. It got canceled. Okay? They never, ever aired a single episode of this West Coast Ends or whatever it was supposed to be. They never aired it. And to this day, they all say, we saw something that night that walked out in front of us. We're not even claiming it was a Sasquatch. Maybe someone played a joke on us, but no one knew we were going to be there. No one knew anything. Yeah.
If it was going to be a hoax, though, something intentional they were going to use for viral video or something at that time for a TV, whatever. It doesn't seem like that they would do the swearing. They would probably make it as PC as possible.
It was the kind of video young people have filming themselves, thinking that no one but them is ever going to see this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were making fools of themselves, basically.
Yeah.
Acting the fool. Okay. Partying, acting the fool. Hey man, let's give us warp speed, Captain. That kind of thing. Trying to. And you can see the driver at one point getting noise. He's going, "You got to stop dicking around and help me get us out of here." That kind of thing.
Oh man.
And then it happened, and it was over like that. And I still think there may be something to it. Other people come on and say they see the running shoe at the bottom of the foot, but I don't see anything like that there. And I've looked at it a million times. And of course, Miss Playboy and stuff. The thing had an erection. I think it was carrying a garter snake. I think the Sasquatch was actually carrying a garter snake with the possible intention of eating it. That's what I think it was. But we just don't know because you only see it for a few seconds. And it's even shorter than that because the cameraman took the camera off of it to move into the seat and bring the camera back up again. And when he brought the camera back up again, it just stepped in behind that tree. And obviously down that drop and disappeared, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it on YouTube or anything?
Parts of it was for the longest time. Yeah. I've got it on old VHS here. The whole tape. Yeah. Me and the late John Green, when it happened, were looking at that thing for hours. Yeah. And then I went down to the Willow Creek Symposium in 2003. I was on my second time I ever got to the PG film site. And on the way home, we decided to stop at Jebediah State Park and check this thing out. And we went right to that spot where it happened. And you got to remember, there are two giant redwood trees with similar knots on the roadside of the tree. It's the one where just before the road turns to the left, a curve to the left. That's the tree. That's where it happened. If you go to the second one, the road goes the other way. That's the wrong tree. Yeah. So.
Do you have any pictures or video of you guys going there?
Hold on, I just found it.
I got still photos. Yes.
Oh man, that would be so cool to see. Yeah. I bet you got so much cool stuff.
I got a lot of stuff here. I didn't even start using digital. This is all 35 millimeter, right? Oh, yeah, you're looking at part of it right there. Yeah.
Hold
Can
on.
you play that?
Let me make it big. Okay, and volume. Okay.
So you can see the back of the passenger front seat there, right there. Now he'll take the camera off, okay, and now he's in the seat and he films it just as it steps in behind the thing. Yeah, and that's Anne-Marie Goodhart being interviewed by Jay Leno a few years after it happened. Of course, he's making fun and laughing about the whole thing, just like everybody is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder why it just stood there.
Yeah, and just like I said, it took me forever to find that issue of Playboy she was in because you always got to have a picture of the witness for the file.
Yeah, I might need to get a copy of that from you, just for
for research purposes.
Yeah, research purposes. Yeah, it's just weird how it's like standing out there in the open. You'd figured it would be more, oh my God, I got to get out of the way.
Yeah. And these people, like I said, they were young, they had beer, they had time on their hands, they're filming, having a good time, trying to get to the next location for their whatever show they're filming, trying to turn around, they got beer, or actually they were out of beer, that's what some of them were complaining about. And they were just acting like young people do when they think nobody but their particular group is ever going to see this stuff, right? And the incident happened. Right. And this is before the Blair Witch Project kind of made this camera in your face thing popular. Yeah.
You could even see stuff hanging off of it, like leaves and brown.
Yeah. The driver thought it was a bear at first.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting video to revisit.
You never
He
know.
went forward. He started moving the Winnebago forward, and he turned his brights on. And that's when they realized it wasn't a bear.
Interesting.
Show that one more time, Nicky, if you can. Yeah.
Oh, I lost it. I already took it off. It's lost in space. Maybe it's still there. Let me see.
I'm glad you don't play the song because you're just cursing and swearing like banshees all through the whole thing.
Anne Marie. Here she is. Okay, I found it pretty fast. Hold on. Right here, and then pause. So many things to do just to share. Up here. Ooh, not that one.
Well, a lot of people at the time it happened, 1995, thought the whole thing was, oh, it's just a publicity stunt for this show, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Oh, Miss Anne-Marie Goodhart, Playboy Centerfold, horny Sasquatch. Yeah, come on, it's all publicity stunt.
Now this is where is
a bear. That's not a gorilla whatsoever. That's something different. That's Bigfoot.
You do hear somebody say, that's a Sasquatch.
Yeah. The guy with the camera went after it, and then two other guys.
And did they catch it?
No, they didn't catch it. It was dark. It was raining. It was really terrible, and I'm sure it was really fast.
I would have thrown the camera into the woods, the video camera, to see what happened.
Maybe we should have done that, but I think we have enough too.
Now
we can tell that they're making fun of her on this, right?
Now this
yeah.
Where is?
Come on, Jay. That's not a bear. That's not a gorilla whatsoever. That's something different. That's Bigfoot.
Now, did the guys go out and chase after this?
Yeah, the guy with the camera went after it, and then two other guys.
Well, I mean, didn't it leave tracks? I mean, it's snowing. Couldn't you follow the tracks?
No, it was not snowing.
Oh,
it was
snowing?
raining.
Oh, it was raining.
So, big difference there. So.
She sounds credible.
500 pounds or so.
500 pounds?
Yeah, I would think. It was huge.
That's the.
The judge.
I have the actual footage, and it's fascinating, and I still think there may be something to this. Yeah. There was no dog there. I don't know what.
Okay, enough.
The biggest unfortunate thing was the cameraman took the camera off it to move into the seat. You can tell what he does. When you're first looking at it, you can see the back of the front passenger seat blocking the partial view. And he took the camera off to actually get into the seat and brought the camera back up. And that's when it's stepping in behind the tree. Yeah. And I was there right at that spot. I was very impressed. I said, if someone faked this, it had to be them that did it. They weren't the victims of a hoax. It had to be them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there any chance that you could post those pictures that you took of heading there? Like the size.
I'd have to go get them scanned there, and they're all 35 millimeter pictures.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I was still using back in those days.
Well, yeah. I mean, if if it's a hoax, then it would have had to have been them that hoaxed it, because if that was them being hoaxed, somebody would have had to know that they were going to get stuck there at a particular time. At that,
this is a huge Winnebago, but the size of a small Greyhound bus, right? Yeah. And they're trying to turn this thing around, and there are not many places along that road in Jebediah State Park to do that. Yeah, because they realized they were in the wrong place and they had to go back.
Yeah,
we know, Jay. We know. Always watching the chick. Hoaxing in the rain.
Yeah.
And like I said, Anne-Marie Goodhart is in the Winnebago with the crew. She's dressed in jeans and sweater and stuff, and she doesn't look anything like she does when she's made up. So there you go. And I don't think she wanted that footage shown to the world.
Yeah, I mean, that takes a lot for her to come on to a show like that, and they build the whole part of her show on. And
especially they stuck the story even after the TV program they were trying to produce was canceled even before it started.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, it seems like it's one of the more credible things out there. I thought it was already debunked, but that's why
just
some
people still don't buy it, and I don't blame them. I can see why they think that, but
they could have just
my
hoaxed
instincts
her.
tell me there's something to this, and but that's just me. That's just my opinion. Yeah.
They could have tried to pull a fast one over on her, and she has no idea.
Yeah, her husband is one of the crew too. He was there. Yeah.
Interesting.
And he seemed to be the only one that wasn't half intoxicated. You see him in the video before the incident happened, looking at the camera. We're going to be very late. Let's get this thing turned around. You know.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay, so next I have David Attenborough.
Really?
David Attenborough?
Who has claimed he believes he's not seen one, but he comes from the side of, well, he believes in other things, so why not? Why can't
David Attenborough still alive?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm thinking of David Attenborough. He's not the guy that was in Elizabeth, right? The story of Elizabeth I.
The guy who played Jurassic Park.
No. He was in Elizabeth I.
He's a broadcaster, pretty much.
He's a BBC.
Okay. I was thinking of the British actor. He just passed away not so long ago. David Attenborough.
Oh, this guy does Our Planet and the Green Planet, the Blue Planet.
The narrator.
The whole series of different.
You got me worried there for a second, Thomas.
Yeah.
Oh my God, did he die?
Different
I love
David
that guy.
Different David Attenborough or Dave Attenborough.
Perfect Planet, Frozen Planet.
The actor I was thinking of was actually got knighted. He was Sir Attenborough, and he just passed away about 5 years ago.
Let me see. What else does it show him? Oh, he does all those wildlife stuff.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So
I kept thinking National Geographic, but he narrates all that. Yeah. Like the planet and all that. Yeah, I've seen quite a bit of that.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty neat that he likes Bigfoot or big advocate for it.
Yeah, the white-haired gentleman that used to be back in the 70s did that show Untamed World was a believer in at least the Yeti. Yeah. Yeah. Can't remember his name. Marty Stauffer.
Oh.
Yeah.
Marty Stauffer. Okay, Jolly J.
Wildlife type shows, right? Marty Stauffer.
Richard, David's brother, played Hammond in Jurassic
There you go.
Park.
I didn't know they were brothers.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
Thank you, Jolly Jake.
Somebody always knows.
I thought when you said white-haired fella, Thomas, you were thinking of Peter Graves. He did a Bigfoot.
Yeah, he did that Monsters Mysteries, Mysterious Monsters back in 1975. You mean the old Mission Impossible guy?
Yeah.
The documentary. That was a good documentary. Yeah. You know, the documentaries were so much better back in the 70s. I could just rewatch those, especially the Robert Morgan one. I really like that one.
Now,
the one I love about his is you get to see what Mousy House looked like just before she started to rumble. That was 1979. They filmed that right in that area, and it was 1980. She started to rumble and she blew. Yeah.
Kaboom.
Kaboomy. So now, do you? Oops, I didn't want to do that yet.
With Bigfoot DNA.
Yeah, hold on. That's the next section.
You mean they're in possession of it, or they have Bigfoot DNA in them?
So, okay, my last one grouping was the Finding Bigfoot guys. James Fay, Renee Holland, Cliff Barackman, Matt Moneymaker. But they're in the field because they do a show about that. So I kind of put them at the
They're
end.
not celebrities that believe in Sasquatch. They became celebrities because of their interest in Sasquatch.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. So I think we got everybody who mentioned names in the chat as well. I had them.
Marlon Perkins. That's the guy I'm thinking of.
Oh, I love
Marlon Perkins. Thank you, Jolly Jake Level.
Oh,
Jeez,
Marlon
man.
Perkins. Yeah.
Hey, we were talking about that on
Like
my live the other night. We were
Like it on
singing
fire.
Joel
Wild
of Omaha.
Thank
we
you,
used to watch
Jolly
that
Jake
all the
Level,
time
for
when I was a
reminding me
kid.
of that. Yeah.
We were religiously watching Wild Kingdom when I was a kid.
Oh yeah, had to. Me and my grandfather loved it.
Yeah, and I love the controversy later on when they realized they faked half that stuff they did on that show.
Oh,
Yeah, a lot of it.
don't
Yeah,
tell me that.
Yeah.
yeah, a lot of it.
I wanted good memories.
Oh no, he's loose.
We used to watch Jacques Cousteau all the time at the same time too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Calypso was stuck in a heavy ice. The crew was getting too familiar with the Pelican.
Oh man. Okay, so this next little segment was something hilarious I found online when I was searching for stuff. And it is Weekly World News. Now we all know that's just a rag magazine,
Right, it's a
put out and stuff.
Really? I
some of
took it as gospel.
Oh shush. That something like this would be put out there is just crazy to me. It seems 5 celebrities with Bigfoot DNA.
Well, what's crazy is people actually pay a couple bucks to pay for this paper.
I know. Sometimes I do too. When I'm on an airplane, I like to have rag magazines to read. So,
it's a woman thing.
Yeah, is it? Is it really?
Well, you're the ones that keep the tabloids going. They're the ones that keep celebrities. I mean, guys like me ain't watching the Academy Awards. Women and gay guys are.
That is the only time I read these things, is when I go through security and the first stop is that little magazine thing. Yeah.
Well, I got to tell you, if anybody has Bigfoot DNA, I can believe that Nick Nolte does.
Okay, so this is saying, using methods I am not at liberty to discuss, I am able to secure a few celebrity samples to see how much Bigfoot DNA might be present. Some results were quite surprising, while others were not.
I'm surprised Andre the Giant ain't on the list.
The first one was Nick Nolte at 23% Bigfoot.
Holy crow. Wow.
Nick Nolte, betting pool, but for okay, yeah, it doesn't say much on the bottom there. The next one is Christina Aguilera at 24%.
Wow.
Awkwardly, there is little indication.
Okay, well, excuse me, but here's my ignorance coming through as not a big TV watcher. Who's Christina Aguilera and what has she been in?
She started out her career as in the Mickey Mouse Club singing.
Oh,
she was one of the kids on there.
She's that old.
She's a great singer. She does have a very powerful voice, and she's a singer. She's been on The Voice and all kinds of stuff like that. Prince Harry at 54% Bigfoot.
Holy crap, that's over half.
Well, if you watch the BBC comedy show The Windsors, you can understand what.
Anyone with the name Harry is at least 50% Bigfoot.
Crazy.
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy, 68% Bigfoot.
Oh.
So that's why he has the joke in there about his uncle with the Bigfoot wife.
Really?
Yeah, you never saw him talk about his wife and his kids being Bigfoot. She's a Bigfoot, isn't she, Gus? He was talking about his father, always talking to his uncle about, his wife being a Bigfoot. Her name was Bunny, Aunt Bunny.
Oh, it says, yeah, the comedian joked that his uncle was married to a Bigfoot. Well, as it turns out, Uncle Gus wasn't the only one in the Murphy family to marry into the Bigfoot line. With DNA levels this high, it's likely the intermingling began generations before. To quote Mr. Murphy himself from Delirious, I know a bleep Bigfoot when I see one. And Jason Momoa, 100% Bigfoot.
Who's Jason Momoa?
He came out. He was Aquaman. And he was called Drogo on the Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Oh, the big chief in the first few episodes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He also played Conan.
He did.
Oh, he's in that Canadian show Frontier too, isn't he?
He's in a Canadian.
Oh yes, he.
Oh
is.
yeah.
Frontier, about life in the early 1700s.
Yeah.
He's in that. Yeah.
So anyway, I just thought that was kind of hilarious.
Wow, 100% Bigfoot. Huh?
Yeah, he was 100%.
Well, you can't argue with the Weekly World News.
I'm telling you, must be true.
Another headline for your show there, New York News Sasquatch News Update there, Jay.
That's right. Right.
Should I make that a
100%
new segment
Bigfoot.
to the show? Something stupidly hilarious I find on the internet. Because there's a lot of stuff out there that you go, what?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah. Oh, there's a lot of things that make me go, wait a minute, what?
Well, yeah, right. And it is a little crazy. So I think it's time again for another crossword. Let me get rid of this.
I gotta go check my pot roast.
You better be sending some of that here for sure. So, oh, you know what? We didn't get to do the FBI thing. I had a segment on whether the FBI could be considered celebrity. Do you think? Because of Peter Burns sending in samples to the FBI.
Well, the FBI made a few interesting statements over the years, but they're like the federal government. I don't think they really care until proof is brought in.
Right. Well, the whole idea was that Peter Byrne from the Information Center in the exhibition in Dallas, Oregon, sent 15 hairs attached to a tiny piece of skin.
Mm-hmm.
And it came back as deer.
Okay. You know what a big mistake everyone does when they send in stuff like that to be examined? They should never, ever, ever say the word Sasquatch or Bigfoot at all.
Right.
They should just say, we found these hairs. Can you tell us what they are? As soon as you say those words, they get their dander up.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cochran, who was an FBI guy, found that the hair didn't belong to Bigfoot. In early 1977, he sent the hair back to Byrne. Along with his scientific conclusion, the hairs are of the deer family origin. Mm-hmm. 4 decades later, the Bureau declassified its Bigfoot file about this analysis. And I had an actual picture of the correspondence saying that it was deer, but for some reason it would not post. It would not come up on the whoa. Now I lost the whole feed. The overlay, it wouldn't come up as an overlay. So I don't know why. Mm-hmm. Why it did that. The MIB or watching or something.
Well, this was 1970s, and if they sent the hair back, they obviously didn't really do DNA analysis on it because they would have had to destroy the sample back then in order to do that.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
For sure.
That was the case right up to the mid 1990s. Yeah.
Okay. So let me see what we got here. So you guys ready for some questions? And let's see who can answer these questions I've got for you. We'll start with number 1. Now, these are cryptid creatures. Cryptid creatures, and I am just going to say the place that you find them. A couple of them have more of a, description, but for the most part, I kept it to just where this cryptid creature is found.
Is this for us or the chat?
Mostly for the chat, really. We can assist and give hints and stuff, but we kind of want them to win.
Well, dang it. Hold on one second. I didn't print out the one with the answers.
Well, don't put the answers up. That's what
I know. Hold on a second, because I can't do this because some of these were really hard. Did it come off? Okay. It just take me a second to do this. Just take me a second. Okay. Make sure my printer turns on. Okay. Yep, again. Aquaman was played. Okay, now I can print. It is loading. There it is. Print. Yeah, I need the answers because this one's hard to spell. And I'll give you guys a lot of leeway on the spelling for some of these.
Not much, but just a little leeway.
Yeah, a little leeway.
Hey, no eating pot roast unless they're sharesies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for real.
It was done. It's good too.
Is it? I bet.
Hey, I might not be able to prove Bigfoot exists, but I make a mean pot roast.
How long did you cook it?
For about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7.5 hours.
Dang, that must be a big pot roast you got there, buddy.
Really tender.
Okay, here we go. We're back to normal.
Slow cooker does most of the work.
Yeah. Okay, so the first one is Massachusetts. Can anybody come up with a cryptid creature that is found in Massachusetts? Now, cryptid creature could be just about anything that flies in the water, on the ground. So you really have to think about
multi-layered, multi-dimensional thinking with this one.
This is the answer. These two I don't know. So let's see what we got going. And I'm going to be looking at the YouTube on my iPad because I am not on the screen looking at that one. So we've got Jersey Devil, no. Mothman, no. Pudgewoody, no. Chicopee, no. Yes, Jolly Jake, Dover Demon. The Dover Demon.
That was an alien. That was that alien that was seen that kind of looked weird, like it was wearing a dress and had a V neck thing behind it. I remember the witness drawing on that. Yeah, Dover Demon. Yeah.
Very good. I got to keep track.
That was Massachusetts, wasn't it? Okay.
Who is that? Jolly Jake.
So UFO aliens are considered cryptids.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
In my game, it is.
Okay.
Okay, next is number 2. Where's my cursor? Is across the Republic of Congo.
Mekele Mbembe.
Yes, you got it.
Well, there's no O in Mekele Mbembe.
Yes, there is. No. According to Wiki, it does. Okay, so that was Thomas. Oops, I put you in the wrong place. Okay. Next is we'll do 4. Florida.
Skunk ape.
Woo, we're gonna have to. Skunk ape is correct. I think he might be getting it faster than the people in the live chat. Is that fair?
Are we not supposed to answer these at all, or?
Well, I'm just thinking. I think it's probably not too fair because of the delay.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll just go from this on. I know you know all these answers, Thomas.
No, I didn't get the Dover Demon.
Oh. Okay.
I didn't know that was Massachusetts, quite frankly.
3 down. Giant creature living in Russian lake. A giant creature living in a Russian lake.
I actually know this, but I can't pronounce it. It's kind of like a Loch Ness type thing.
3 is anybody? Let's see what we got going. Sweetie, we got to type, and I would have to say Central Florida Bigfoot Donald's. Not, I think you were going for Ogopogo there, but it's not.
That's in Canada. Yeah.
Yeah.
It starts with a B.
The Jabberlinkus monster? No. Bico Lake monster? No.
I think it should have Bellerhoff something or other. I can't remember.
No. It does start with a B, as you can see.
Mm-hmm.
It does start with a B. Okay, so let's move on so that you can get.
Lockbeard wrote Belco Lake Monster.
No. Let's do 5 across. Lake Okanagan, Canada.
Pogo. His father was a fish, his mother was a whale, and his name is Ogopogo.
The first person to write that gets it on the chat. So, Jolly Jake got it again. The Brosno Dragon for. Oh, well, I got to answer this one first. So, somebody say what.
Lockbeard, the Brosno Dragon.
So I need somebody to answer the Lake Okanagan question.
Well, it's Ogopogo, but it doesn't end with an S.
Why does it? Oh.
Unless it's Nahayek.
That's because I spelled this wrong.
Oh.
Brosno. There we go.
All right.
No, see, I still did it. Okay, there we go. So who put it? Okay. He spelled it wrong, but I'm gonna give it to you
Life
anyway.
was a flyway. Yeah. He tried to write Ogo Pogo. Then he wrote Ogalapacoco.
O go po
Go. Yeah.
Okay.
His mother
The
was
next
a fish. His father was a whale. His name is Ogo Pogo.
Uh-oh. There we go. 4 down. A better name than Big Feet. A better name than Big Feet.
Well, Bigfoot. I hate that term, Big Feet.
I know.
Yeah. Better name, huh? And it starts.
Don't say it. Don't say it, Thomas. I know.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Lockbeard, Sasquatch.
The Canadian name. Oh, he got it. Okay, yeah. Boy, if he hadn't gotten that one, I would have been mad.
Okay, the next one. Ooh, this one's really hard. Let's do this one first. West Virginia. West Virginia has a cryptid.
Do they?
Uh-huh.
They do?
know this one.
Do you?
Uh-huh.
You want to give a hint to our audience?
Let's see who said it first. I think, Donald Fuller said it first.
Yeah, Donald gets that one.
Mothman is West Virginia.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Mothman. The next one, Argentina. Don't cry for me, Argentina. I did not know this one, so
I don't know this one. That's
Argentina. I don't know any other clue to give you.
I used to know it.
And it's a cryptid in Argentina?
Yes.
British Army.
In fact, I think I was reading something about it the other day or last week, and the name goes right out of my mind.
Okay, so I'll read to you what it is. Is a cryptid lake monster.
Oh, there you go. Jolly Jake Lovell got it.
Ah, Jolly Jake. He got it again.
Jolly Jake coming out of nowhere.
Wait, does that make 3 tonight for Jolly Jake? Or 2? I swear he had one. I missed one on him. Jolly Jake, have you gotten 2 or 3? It is
I've never heard of that one before.
Nahuelito. Nahuelito is purported to live in the Nahuel Huape Lake, Patagonia, Argentina. Like Nessie, the Loch Ness monster, the Argentine creature is named after the lake it supposedly resides in, and is a giant serpent or huge, and has a huge hump, similar to a plesiosaur.
Very interesting.
No, I have to put it in there. Nahuelito. Okay. The next one, let's do this big long one. The Gobi Desert.
Ooh, boy.
The Gobi Desert.
in Africa.
Big desert.
Well, I don't know if I know any cryptids with names that long.
Oh, Lockbeard got it right away.
Oh, the Mongolian death worm, huh?
Nasty critter that is.
Never heard of it.
Oh, Mongolian death worm. You never heard of the Mongolian death worm?
Never.
Oh my goodness.
This is the first I've ever heard of it.
Let's do this long one. Louisiana swamp. The Louisiana swamp.
Oh,
Murfreesboro.
I know what this one is. But I can't say it.
Don't say it.
Can I give a hint?
Sure.
Bees would love this particular one.
Mm-hmm. Kind of a honey thing.
Come on, somebody. Louisiana swamp.
Yeah, you all that honey in the
Put
island.
it all together.
Holding the honey in islands in the swamps. And it's a monster.
Lockbeard.
Lockbeard got it.
Yeah.
Island.
Swamp monster. Yeah.
Swamp monster. Swamp fever.
I didn't say it.
Oh, okay.
Good
next
job,
one.
Uncle Bones, but Donald just beat you by a second.
We went there. Well, we didn't go there. We went near there on our way to New Orleans one time when we went down there for a French show, actually,
Mm-hmm.
that they were doing in New Orleans, and it was pretty cool. We went near it. I was like, man, let's go by Honey Island Swamp. I can't do it. Ain't got the time.
Okay, this one is the only thing I put on there was Russia.
That's all you got is Russia?
I'm looking up something. Let's just say, okay. Oh, geez. It's also been known to be called the Siberian snowman.
Well, it's not Almista. There's too many letters.
I can't. It's not Almisti. It's not Almasti. This has a specific word.
Yeah, and I noticed that that name changes slightly depending on what region you're in, I guess.
Yeah.
Because they're also called just the Almas.
Yeah.
Or the Almasti.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Depends on where you're at, I guess. But that's not the answer, folks. Oh, did Jolly Jake get it right?
Yes, he did. Jolly Jake got it. Chuchunya. The chuchunya.
I've never heard of that one.
Yeah, same here. That's a new one.
Yeah. Chuchunya.
Have you heard of that, Thomas?
Yeah, but it was spelt differently.
Oh, okay.
Scotland.
Lock that. Oh, excuse me. You take the high road and I'm take the low road. If you can't get those right, you're annoying.
Come on, somebody's got to say it in the chat. Scotland.
Come on, Jolly Jake, you get this one too.
Where's Derek?
Uncle Bones got it.
Okay, Uncle Bones.
Good job, Uncle
Yeah,
Bones.
life is a flyaway.
Uncle Bones. And it is Loch. Ness.
The Romans called Scotland Caledonia.
Called it what?
they called Scotland Caledonia,
Boy.
which is kind of funny because we have a actual town here in New York called Caledonia. And I don't know if that has any connection to that, but
Arkansas.
Something around near the Falk. Something matcha critter
Dang
around
it,
Falk.
Thomas.
does that have to do with a creek that's kind of boggy?
Yeah, boggy.
It could have to do with something.
Something
Or not.
Something
It might not.
It's a monster thing around Falk.
We should probably
Grasshopper.
gonna say we call Lyle Blackburn.
Way to go, Grasshopper.
Folk monster. Folk monster. North American Tweety.
North American what?
North American Tweety.
Tweety? Tweety?
A North American Tweety.
Big Bird.
It's a good guess, Joe.
Good guess.
Just a bird-like thing.
Very good.
Bird-like
I've gone
thing
with that.
Thunder?
Thomas. Okay,
You know.
Jolly Jake got it.
Oh, the Thunderbird, huh?
Oh, I didn't write him down. I don't know why I keep.
I didn't say it. I just gave a hint.
Not Firebird, Grasshopper. That was your first car. Come on, man.
Badass car, though.
Okay, a large hairy man.
Oh, come on.
Come on,
Me.
people.
That's
Not
what.
Thomas. Not Thomas.
Oh, come on.
That's Squatch.
I had to put it in there. It's,
Mustang's nice.
large hairy man. Yes. No. I'm gonna give it to you anyway, life.
American Sasquatch. Bluff
I'm
Creek.
giving it to life. It's a Bigfoot. He
Bluff.
said Bogfoot.
Something with really big feet.
Well, what really bugs me is his cousin, Medium Foot's not getting any attention whatsoever.
Okay, number 8 down. Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico.
Should know this.
Something Cobra, Chupa. If you don't get this, you don't get the Cobra.
Is this the
I'm
one?
gonna have to start muting Thomas.
Nah.
I'm not saying it.
Is this the one that translates to goat sucker?
Yeah.
Yes.
There's
Yeah,
a-
Uncle Bones got it.
Yeah, Uncle
Oh,
Bob.
wait, is he? Yep, Uncle Bones said it first.
Uncle Bones.
Chupa. Bra. Whoops.
I didn't
spelled
say
that
it.
wrong. Woo-hoo.
I don't think it's spelled right though.
Chupa
You forgot the A. After the three.
bra. Oops.
Don't you have to have an L in front of it? Like L
Dang
Chupacabra?
it. Chupa. Oh, that's supposed to
Oh,
be an
the O
A.
should be an A. Yeah. There you go.
It's harder than it looks. Because it keeps wanting to move.
Uncle Bones got that one first, right?
Yep.
Yep.
He gets the Cobra and the Chupa.
Shoot. Did I write it down? I don't know if I wrote it down.
The thing I don't understand about the chupacabra is I've seen so many different depictions of what it's supposed to look like.
So many different stories have changed over the years of what it's even supposed to be. Yeah.
Well, like one of them looks like a little demon-like thing with like spikes on its back and stuff, and the
Yeah.
other one looks like it's some kind of canine.
Mhm.
So I'm like, well, which one is it?
It's
Another
in
one looks
between.
like a choot that forgot its cabra.
The next one, Australia.
Oh, yeah! What is this one?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, Grasshopper got that one really fast anyway. Yeah. Okay.
That's probably how I got its name. Some Australian dude was out there for a walkabout and he saw one and went, Yowie!
Okay, this one's going to be harder. A big cat in England. A big cat in England.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, it's kind of a black mystery with, kind of panther-like things,
Def Leppard.
Blackbeards and black leopards.
Nope, but that's not the answer.
Yeah.
Gray beast? Nope. It does have beast in it, though. In England.
It's the name of a town.
Cat of England.
It's a town.
Yes, it is. Not the Beast of Dartmoor. Keep going. Find another town.
Beast of Dartmoor.
Very close. Yes, that's it. Got it. Jolly Jake got it.
Black Beast of Exmoor.
Good man, Jolly Jake.
Yes.
The Beast of...
I thought the Beast of Dartmoor was supposed to be more of a canine-like monster. I don't know. I've heard of it, but I haven't done any reading up on it.
I thought it was supposed to be like a Black Panther.
The Beast of Dartmoor, maybe. Yeah.
Okay, next 22. Pine Barrens.
Oh, come on. You got to be deviled not to get this one.
Yeah.
We don't like people from Jersey.
Holy cow, what was that?
My phone.
Jolly Jake got it.
Yeah.
Again.
Jersey? You from Jersey? I'm from Jersey. What exit?
Almost China.
Oh, well, it ran and everyone said yay.
That was reaching. Woolly booger. It only has 5 letters. Oh, is the show over? It's 7:00.
Is there a bird
You'll say
somewhere?
yay when it ran, and you said yay.
Jolly Jake.
Jolly Jake. There you go.
There you go, Jolly Jake.
Urine. The urine.
Yay ran.
Thought it was urine. Urine? Urine?
Urine.
It's pronounced yay ran.
How about the Himalayas? Do you say Himalayas or do you say the Himalayas?
When I want to sound smart,
Himalayas.
I'll say Himalayas.
It's another name for the abominable snowman. You might say originally.
Oh, I was gonna put the Rampendect in this and I forgot. Sorry. I forgot that one.
Come on, you gotta get this one, people.
Yeti! There she blows.
My eyes got it. Yeah.
My eyes? I ran out of space. Boom, boom. My eyes. Okay. And number 20, subantarctic. This will be hard. The subantarctic.
I've never heard of any cryptid down in the eye.
Yeah.
Same here.
Yeah.
Am I gonna have to come up with some more?
Subby?
Subby.
I did put subantarctic. Yes, I did.
Lockbeard said Ninjan. Is that correct?
Lockbeard is right. The Ninjan.
Well, what's that supposed to be? I've never heard of that.
Okay, it is. In modern Japanese folklore, since the 2000, the Ninjan is an aquatic humanoid whale-like creature supposedly inhabiting the subantarctic oceans.
Humanoid whale-like.
Yeah.
You mean like a mermaid?
But like a whale. But like a whale.
But
so
like a whale.
Merwhale.
Pogo's
Yeah.
father?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a whale that's
come on there.
Part human.
Lake Sjord, Telemark, Norway.
Oh, yeah.
Lake I don't know. Sjord, Telemark, Norway. Donald, wait till I ask the question. Did anybody get it yet? Lake Norway. Telemark, Norway.
Starts with an S, correct?
Sally Jake, Selma.
Yeah, he got it. Boy, he's good at the internet.
What's Selma? So what is that like? What kind of creature?
Another lake
monster. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Did they say what it is? Is it supposed to be like a dinosaur or like an undiscovered
Another
species?
plesiosaur type of deal, I think.
Plesiosaurs, huh? Nice. I like it.
Plesiosaurs are everywhere, man.
I like it. I might get a T-shirt.
Hold on, Bill. Hold
I
on.
like Selma. Some people are like, oh, Selma Blair. You like Selma Blair? I'm like, no. I like the cryptid.
Okay, and the last. This one is Michigan.
A lake or land?
Land. And not my favorite at all.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Joe. Yeah, Joe, you know which one it is.
It's a
Yeah,
dog of a problem.
I don't want to pray about it.
It's a dog of a problem.
Dog man. They don't exist. Okay, are you ready? Hurry, go. 18.
Someone else, hurry.
Be a champion.
Hurry. Someone beat Donald. Come on, guys.
He'll be a champion.
Come on. Oh. Did he?
Oh yeah.
He'll be a champion. Somebody actually answered it a while ago.
He probably just left that on sent in there so he could just like send it as soon as it comes up.
Click.
I know.
Well played, Donald.
Hold
well
on.
played, sir.
Well played, Mr. Jolly Jake Lovell. You have won a bingo card to a big game where I will be giving away a handcrafted wood burning Sasquatch.
Yay!
Okay. So
congratulations.
You are official winner.
I hope my subtle hints helped a little bit.
I think so.
Maybe on a couple.
I think so. But that was a good game.
Yeah,
So,
it was that Russian one about the fourth one down. I'd never heard of that one. I had no idea what that one was.
there were some that were really, really hard, and I didn't even know, how to make the description. So that's why I kind of went with just where they're at, and it worked out. Most people knew where most of them were going. So thank you everybody for participating and
that was a good
playing
one.
the game. Yeah,
learning
questions.
something new. Learning something new every show here.
That's
learning more about cryptids, and
that's exactly what Sandra said.
Yeah.
So I wanted to make a quick note about I got to see Leon, and both Joe and Thomas and I were on a call with him, and he's looking very good. And it was a good feeling. He was funny and witty, and he did his little high voice he does. You know how he talks.
You can tell he's already a favorite among the nurses there.
That was Thomas, and yes, he still has a way to go. He still has some paralysis in his hand, and he needs assistance walking, but that's all part of his therapy coming up. And hopefully this next week he might get moved into a therapy situation, into rehabilitation. So that's what we're hoping his next step comes, and he does well with that. He also wants prayers for better food in the hospital. I think he's tired of the hospital food already.
Somebody send him some poutine.
Yeah. So that's good. And a reminder that we still have his GoFundMe, and you can find that located in the description. There he is, so we can see his face. In the description, I have it listed there. So he's going to need some assistance for a while, and whatever you can help out with is greatly appreciated. So thank you there. I wanted to let everybody know that. And also, I was also supporting Tate Hieronymus's upcoming project called the Bumping Lake Sasquatch. And I also have that GoFundMe listed in the description as well, if you feel like you would like to contribute to that. So there's that. So Thomas, you have anything going on? You were doing some stuff with the Buckwas. Guys.
Yeah, we did. I had an interest. Cameron Young, a researcher from Alberta, sent some interesting photos of tracks that were found in northern Alberta. Unfortunately, the tracks were photographed through the window of a truck, and the guy really didn't go out to take a closer look at them. I wish he had. They're interesting, but of course, there's all kinds of tricks that can be played with tracks and snow. He went and photographed the line again 4 days later, and you could tell that the sun had melted them out quite a bit. Yeah. That's the latest thing. That just happened on the 4th of this month.
Wow.
Yeah. In northern Alberta.
Awesome. And Joe, you have some upcoming interviews?
Not currently planned. I really want to, like I said, I haven't gotten any message back. I emailed those guys that I was talking about. Their footage was kind of compelling to me. And I don't know if compelling is the right word. It's intriguing. Let's put it that way. And I kind of wanted to try to get them on to have them explain, because at this point, I mean, I don't know if these guys having fun at this and making fun of it. And this is just something they set up to, try to generate subs for their channel, which is normally just a hunting channel or if it's genuine. So I'm kind of like trying to, but I haven't gotten any results on that one. And then I don't know what I'm doing for the next Sasquatch Speaks, which would be the next time I do a show. It'll be on next Friday. Yeah. So, but that's up in the air. I will be doing Jack the Ripper, though, on Joe Asks Wait a Minute What sometime, probably in a couple of weeks. I'm going to give it
on that one.
I'm going to get,
I wouldn't mind being on that one.
Well, absolutely. I'll throw the freaking Steenberg symbol up into the sky and I'll let you know, and you can see that and you can come on. But anyway, yeah, and anybody else who wants to kind of read into the Jack the Ripper stuff, in chat that you guys want to join in, and of course with your comments and stuff. And you got a couple of weeks.
Annie Chapman, Elizabeth Stride.
Yep.
Mary Jane Kelly, names we should never forget. Yeah.
One of the best books for it was one we were showing, which is called The Complete Jack the Ripper, which was by some guy, I forget his name.
It was a publication of the case files when they were finally opened up to the public in '88.
Yeah. So, but that's what I got going.
Cool. That sounds really good. I'm probably not going to be having a show next Sunday. That's Easter Sunday. I'll probably be taking that off, folks, just so you knows. And but during that time, Brent has been working hard getting us a good show for you. And I'm not going to tell you who it is because I don't want to jinx it. But it is going to be controversial. And it's going to be amazing if we pull it off. That's all I'm going to say. It's going to be amazing. And
yes.
Where's Cosmo?
So
yeah, we are going to have to do a show on that and bring him on because he's never done a podcast, and it'll be a good time.
Life is a Flyaway. Look up Outdoor University online, YouTube, and go to a video posted there. It says File 118. It's a pretty long video leading up to this footage that he later on noticed something in the footage, is the way the story goes. So,
I think that channel came up in my algorithm.
Yeah. So at this point, I don't know. But that's it. If anybody wants to look at it, go ahead. And you can. I'm at least, even if I don't get these guys to respond, I'm at least still going to review the subject on a show.
Yeah, that'd be a good show.
So that's what's been going on.
Yeah. And I just got another message from that mystery person, and I think they're looking good.
And we're looking good. If this pans out, folks, it may develop into a 2-part series.
At
least it's going to be big.
Because of situations that
I'm totally intrigued.
It's kind of, this could be even bigger than the Rick Dyer thing. So
hands down it would be. Yeah, hands down it would be.
So but sensitivities have to happen. So we're really taking our time. So it's going to be good that I won't be doing a show. I'll probably do a late night sometime next week, during the week. But as far as getting and prepping shows, this has to take priority, and it's going to take me a while to get everything organized in the manner that it has to happen. So anyway.
And I'm actually going to help out with the show once.
And Brent is taking on half the responsibility because I don't want all the shit put on me when they go live with this.
I'll take everything.
We actually might even have more collaboration involved in this because it's going to be such a big show. But things just happened today, and Brent was amazing and talked to some people, and things just kind of fell into place. So.
Kind of worked out.
We'll see. what's going to happen, because it's going to happen fast. I have a feeling that in the next week we're going to be getting some interviews here. So anyway, so that is that. So we've got some exciting things coming, and I want to thank all of you. If you like the show, if you appreciate the content, hit that like, please, and share it with your friends, and help me out with some subscribers, because I can use a little boost up, so
even share with people you don't like too. So just share it around. Don't matter, like them, not like them, share it. Some stranger up in the convenience store, share it with them too.
Share it.
Yeah.
Just share it.
Share it everywhere.
You each have to have 2 people, your husband or wife and one of your kids. Go subscribe to my channel. Give me a boost, please.
Yes.
Okay, that's all I'm asking.
Sharing is caring.
Okay, guys, I love y'all. Good night.
Thanks, Nikki.